Don't write programs that overload human processing. This makes it unambiguous what you're doing, and you don't have to rely on people noticing that that expression and the one over here are slightly different. If you want to tell good code from bad code, it isn't simply a matter of personal preference, any more than a good user interface versus a bad user interface is purely a matter of personal preference. Of course, style comes into it. Of course, differences between people come into it. But a lot of it is based on human psychology, right? Stuff that we can go into the lab and study. This is part of it. So let me clear this example out of the way. Okay. This loop is idiomatic Python. And you will see most people writing C, C#, Java, C++ write it the same way, all for the same reason. You don't repeat expressions. You use the plus equals form of the operator. Everybody okay with that? And everybody understand why? Okay, so now you've got one of your first guidelines for reading code. Any piece of code which is duplicated in two or more places will eventually be wrong in at least one. Okay? As soon as you see pieces of code where that and that are supposed to be the same, you should be looking for ways to factor it out so that the expression, the function, whatever it is only there once. Because as soon as there are multiple copies, as with evolution, they will start to drift away from each other, and errors will creep in. You'll find a bug and you'll fix it in one place. You won't realize that there's another copy. Or you'll think to look for the copies, and you'll find 5 of them, but not the 6th. Okay. And again, jumping ahead a bit to Wednesday, one of the results from studies done at Boeing is that when people test software, they often don't notice that their tests are telling them the software is broken. Boeing estimates that about 15% of the faults that are found in software in planes have actually shown up in testing before the plane was flown. People just didn't notice that the test is saying, over here, please. Right? The reason is, you know that you fixed that. There were 5 copies of the code. You found the bug. You know that you fixed that, but you only fixed it over here. You didn't fix it in the other. So mentally, you're just masking it out. No, this can't be a cause of this problem because I know I fixed it. And you're right, but you only fixed in one of the copies. Duplicated code is bad. Right? So when you're programming, this is one of the things you look for. Where are there opportunities to get rid of duplication and overlap? And a lot of the facilities in programming languages that we will look at over the next 3 days are designed to give you ways to get rid of duplication